Imagine waking up tomorrow, realizing your everyday habits silently harm the planet. What if a single month could completely transform your life and environment? Picture yourself living with purpose while actively protecting the world around you. Many people feel powerless, thinking their actions barely make a difference. But small, consistent choices can create massive ripple effects over time. This journey is not about perfection, it's about mindful, intentional steps. Are you ready to explore what a month-long eco-transformation truly means? Consider your daily routines. Commuting, shopping, eating. How do they impact Earth? Every choice either drains resources or contributes positively to our shared planet. Over the next 30 days, you'll see practical ways to live sustainably. We'll uncover habits that reduce waste while keeping life simple and comfortable. Energy-saving tips can lower bills while shrinking your carbon footprint dramatically. Even your digital habits influence the environment more than most people realize. This month is not a challenge. It's an opportunity to grow consciously. Each day will introduce one small but powerful habit change for sustainability. From kitchen swaps to travel adjustments, your life will gradually transform. Initial discomfort will fade as eco-friendly choices become effortless daily routines. Friends and family may notice subtle changes, sparking curiosity in their lives. The collective impact of individual action is far greater than we imagine. By day 10, you'll notice tangible differences in your home and habits. By day 20, your small victories will feel like personal triumphs. By day 30, sustainability won't feel like an effort. It becomes lifestyle. Awareness is the foundation of any lasting eco-transformation journey. Observe your waste, energy use, and consumption patterns carefully without judgment. Awareness alone transforms passive consumers into active environmental stewards naturally. Begin with simple observation. How much food, plastic, or energy is wasted? Every small insight guides practical steps toward eco-conscious living habits. Knowledge removes fear and replaces it with curiosity and motivation to act. Start today by replacing one disposable item with a sustainable alternative. Notice the satisfaction that comes from making conscious, responsible decisions daily. Small acts accumulate, creating profound environmental impact over just 30 days. Imagine this month's transformation extending beyond 30 days into lifelong habits. You can influence others simply by living differently, modeling conscious choices. Individual actions ripple outward, inspiring friends, neighbors, and social communities. Curiosity drives change, asking, how can I reduce harm starting today? Each day will build curiosity into consistent, life-changing, eco-friendly habits. Setbacks are natural, they are learning opportunities, not failures or excuses. Celebrate small wins, reducing plastics, conserving energy, or adopting plant-based meals. Journaling progress reinforces awareness, accountability, and motivation to continue consistently. Observe patterns, recognize successes, and adjust approaches for maximum impact daily. Even minor changes in shopping, commuting, and household routines create significant results. Eco-transformation enhances more than the environment. It improves health, finances, and mindset. Mindful choices in diet, consumption, and energy lead to holistic personal growth. This journey is experimentation, reflection, and continuous improvement rather than perfection. Awareness and action combined create empowerment, not guilt or judgment naturally. Today marks the first step toward a sustainable, eco-conscious version of yourself. Every conscious decision matters, from water use to reducing packaging waste intentionally. Observe your impact, reflect on patterns, and celebrate your growing environmental awareness. Your choices now influence not only your life, but the planet's future. Transformation begins with curiosity, awareness, and willingness to make intentional changes. Over 30 days, you'll build habits that last well beyond this month. You'll feel empowered, inspired, and motivated as eco-conscious choices become effortless. The next part introduces daily actions and practical strategies for effective transformation. These strategies will guide you step by step toward a sustainable lifestyle. Are you ready to commit to your month-long eco-transformation starting today? Now that awareness is growing, it's time to take meaningful, actionable steps. Let's start with your kitchen, often the biggest source of daily waste. Many people throw away food without realizing the environmental cost behind it. Imagine composting your scraps instead of sending them to overflowing landfills. Even a simple compost bin can reduce significant household waste each week. Start small by separating fruit peels, coffee grounds, and vegetable scraps. You'll notice less trash, fresher smells, and surprisingly fertile soil eventually. Next, consider your shopping habits. Single-use plastics dominate most households. Replacing plastic bags with reusable ones is a small but powerful change. Carrying a water bottle reduces disposable bottle waste dramatically over 1 month. Switching to reusable coffee cups also reduces daily environmental strain silently. Try shopping in bulk to minimize packaging and unnecessary plastic waste. Many supermarkets now offer refill stations for grains, oils, and detergents. Mindful grocery shopping reduces waste and encourages healthier, fresher choices naturally. Beyond waste, energy usage is another area where small habits matter greatly. Turning off lights when leaving a room saves energy and reduces emissions. Unplug electronics not in use. They quietly consume energy even when off. Switching to LED bulbs is simple, cost-effective, and long-lasting in impact. Consider your heating and cooling habits. They account for a large energy share. Lowering thermostats slightly in winter or raising in summer saves both energy. Smart power strips can prevent unnecessary standby energy consumption in homes. Even changing laundry habits, cold water instead of hot, reduces energy usage. Story time. Sarah transformed her apartment in 1 month with small tweaks. She started composting, switched to reusable containers, and saved hundreds monthly. Her neighbors noticed the difference, sparking curiosity and inspiring similar actions. By reflecting on her habits, she understood how much unnecessary waste existed. Small actions combined created a powerful ripple effect in her community. Another example, Raj switched from driving daily to cycling for short trips. He reduced emissions, saved money, and improved his physical and mental health. Simple lifestyle changes often have unexpected benefits beyond environmental impact. Even minimal changes in digital habits contribute. Streaming and data storage consume energy. Reducing unnecessary cloud backups and unsubscribing from spam emails can help. The key is integrating these habits without feeling deprived or overwhelmed. Track your progress to notice improvements and reinforce long-term commitment naturally. Reflection is crucial. Ask, what changes felt easiest and most impactful this week? Adjust approaches based on results and personal comfort for sustainable consistency. Cooking more meals at home reduces waste from takeout packaging significantly. Meal planning prevents overbuying and ensures leftover food is used creatively. Even freezing surplus fruits or vegetables prevents spoilage and supports sustainability. Consider community initiatives. Local recycling programs or neighborhood cleanups are effective. Participating builds social connection while positively affecting your environment directly. Invite friends to join eco-friendly activities, creating shared motivation and accountability. Story: a local school implemented a month-long zero-waste challenge with students. Kids tracked waste daily and discovered creative ways to reduce single-use items. The initiative not only improved habits, but also inspired parents at home. Real-life examples show eco-transformation isn't theoretical. It's practical, achievable, and impactful. Now, reflect on your own habits. Where could small changes create big differences? Start with one area, kitchen, energy, or shopping, and build gradually from there. Each successful change builds momentum, making the next habit easier to adopt. By day 15, these small routines become natural, integrated into your daily life. Tracking waste, energy, and habits reveals the tangible results of consistent effort. Reflection transforms awareness into intentional, sustainable actions that last well beyond a month. Part 3 will introduce a deeper insight that challenges conventional eco-assumptions. Prepare to see how individual choices intersect with global environmental realities. Are you ready to discover the twist that makes eco-transformation even more powerful? You've been taking action, but here's a perspective most people rarely consider. Individual eco-friendly habits are powerful, but systemic change shapes global environmental impact. Even the most disciplined routines can't fully offset industrial pollution alone. The twist? Personal transformation is only one piece of a larger puzzle. Awareness reveals not only habits, but also the hidden forces influencing our choices. For instance, the food system drives massive waste before items even reach stores. Factory farming produces emissions far beyond what individual dietary changes alone can fix. Understanding this shifts focus from guilt to strategic, informed action on multiple levels. Governments, corporations, and communities play pivotal roles in sustainable change worldwide. Your individual habits ripple outward, but systemic advocacy multiplies real-world impact exponentially. Consider plastic pollution. Reusable bottles help, but industries produce billions of single-use plastics. Advocating for policy change complements personal actions and accelerates measurable results. Mia reduced her waste drastically while lobbying local supermarkets for packaging alternatives. Combining personal change with collective advocacy created influence far greater than imagined. Another example, a citywide cycling campaign reduced emissions beyond any single commuter's effort. Local initiatives, when amplified, demonstrate the interconnectedness of personal and communal choices. Even reducing energy consumption matters most when coupled with renewable energy adoption. Insight: eco-transformation is holistic, blending individual discipline with societal engagement strategically. It's easy to assume small changes are insignificant, but context changes everything. The global food supply, energy grids, and manufacturing processes shape the larger picture. You can't control every system, but you can influence some intentionally and meaningfully. Recognizing systemic influence prevents burnout and promotes smarter, more focused eco-actions. Your month-long transformation now has a new dimension: purpose-driven influence. Personal habits remain foundational, but strategic action expands impact far beyond your home. Start by identifying areas where you can combine personal change with advocacy effectively. Example: reduce meat consumption while supporting local farms practicing regenerative agriculture. Example: conserve energy at home while encouraging workplaces to adopt renewable sources. Realizing this shift turns eco-transformation from individual effort into movement participation. Most people stop at personal change, missing the compounding effect of systemic action. True transformation emerges when awareness, action, and influence converge meaningfully together. Reflection now matters more than ever. Where can your efforts reach beyond yourself? Ask, which behaviors, when amplified, inspire broader environmental or societal improvements? A small town started neighborhood composting, then influenced citywide organic policies. Personal actions seeded collective transformation, illustrating the exponential power of combined efforts. This is the deeper insight. Eco-conscious living is both micro and macro simultaneously. Your habits shape your life, while your influence shapes the world indirectly. The twist challenges the myth that sustainability is only personal or only political. Integration of both dimensions, personal and systemic, creates the most meaningful transformation. Awareness of this perspective fuels curiosity, motivation, and creative problem-solving naturally. Your actions, amplified through community and advocacy, become part of a larger solution. Consider how social media can spread habits and inspire change globally in seconds. Platforms that connect eco-conscious individuals multiply learning, accountability, and innovation. A viral zero-waste challenge inspired thousands, showing individual initiative can spark movements. Combining habit change, reflection, and community action accelerates real-world impact dramatically. Now, think about your month-long journey. What could be amplified beyond your household? Could your workplace adopt sustainable routines influenced by your actions and suggestions? Could your neighborhood start recycling programs or community gardens inspired by your example? The twist is empowering. Transformation isn't limited to self. It ripples outward exponentially. Understanding systemic connections reduces guilt, increases motivation, and sharpens strategic thinking. Your month-long eco-transformation now gains depth, purpose, and broader perspective naturally. Real change occurs when individual action intersects with community, policy, and global awareness. This is the insight that elevates your eco-transformation from habit to meaningful impact. Part 4 will guide you on translating these lessons into sustainable, lifelong practices. prepare to see how small. Now that you understand awareness, habits, and systemic influence, it's time to act. Action is the bridge between intention and meaningful, long-lasting environmental change. Start by reviewing your month-long journey, celebrate successes, and reflect on lessons learned. Which habits became effortless and which still require focused attention and commitment? Identify the small changes that had the largest impact on your life and surroundings. Remember, transformation is cumulative. Every choice adds up to measurable environmental improvement. Continue composting and reducing food waste, expanding practices to include neighbors and friends. Reuse, recycle, and reduce packaging wherever possible, setting examples for others to follow. Energy conservation habits are vital. Turn off, unplug, and choose renewable sources when possible. Encourage workplaces, schools, and local communities to adopt energy-saving and sustainability practices. Transportation habits matter. Walk, cycle, or use public transit whenever feasible. Each small change inspires others to reconsider their daily routines and decisions. Share your eco-transformation journey on social media or in local groups intentionally. Visibility amplifies impact, turning personal choices into collective, community-wide action naturally. Advocate for local policies supporting sustainability, community gardens, recycling programs, and renewable energy. Support businesses prioritizing eco-friendly practices, fair trade, and minimal packaging solutions. Adjust digital habits. Unsubscribe from spam, limit streaming, and minimize unnecessary cloud storage. Mindful consumption extends to electronics, clothing, and other frequently replaced items. By quality over quantity, supporting products with longevity and sustainability in mind. Meal planning and mindful grocery shopping prevent waste while improving health and nutrition. Try plant-based meals periodically, beneficial for both your body and the planet. Encourage friends and family to join eco-conscious challenges or small monthly initiatives. Reflection is essential. Journal habits, waste reduction, and energy savings for accountability. Review your progress weekly, noting improvements and areas needing further attention. Remember, eco-transformation is an ongoing journey, not a one-month sprint. Small setbacks are normal. Use them as opportunities for growth and learning. Curiosity and experimentation drive sustainable habits more effectively than guilt or shame. The deeper insight remains, personal habits and systemic awareness together maximize impact. Continue exploring innovative ways to influence your community, workplace, and social networks. Join local environmental organizations or volunteer for projects aligning with your values. Even small donations or advocacy efforts contribute meaningfully to global sustainability initiatives. Celebrate achievements. Each step forward reinforces motivation and long-term commitment naturally. Share knowledge with others. Teaching reinforces your own habits and accountability. Story: Alex reduced household waste by 50% while organizing a neighborhood recycling initiative. The combined effect of personal and community action created measurable, inspiring results. Recognize that your lifestyle changes extend beyond the environment. They influence health and finances. Mindful living enhances focus, reduces stress, and fosters intentional, value-driven choices daily. Energy-efficient habits lower bills, proving sustainability can coexist with comfort and convenience. Reflection encourages refinement. Adjust strategies for maximum impact and minimal friction. Identify your most sustainable practices and find ways to expand them consistently. Set monthly goals, small, achievable targets encourage ongoing motivation and progress tracking. Stay informed about new technologies, policies, and research supporting eco-friendly lifestyles. Knowledge empowers more informed decisions, enabling smarter actions across all areas of life. Connect with like-minded individuals, both online and offline, to share insights and strategies. Collaboration amplifies efforts, turning individual actions into broader societal influence naturally. Remember, sustainability is not just a habit, it becomes a lifestyle and mindset. Intentional living transforms daily routines into impactful, value-driven choices effortlessly over time. Your month-long transformation is the foundation for lifelong eco-conscious practices. Small, consistent steps accumulate into significant environmental, social, and personal benefits. Inspire others by demonstrating the tangible results of mindful, conscious living practices. Part 5 will provide a final, powerful conclusion and call to action for continued growth. Prepare to leave motivated, inspired, and ready to implement meaningful, sustainable changes. This is your moment to transform habits into lasting environmental impact successfully. Remember, awareness, action, ref. Congratulations! You've reached the final stage of your month-long eco-transformation journey. Over 30 days, you've built awareness, adopted habits, and explored deeper perspectives. Now it's time to integrate these lessons into a lifelong, sustainable lifestyle fully. Transformation isn't measured by perfection. It's measured by consistency, effort, and conscious choices. Each step you took creates meaningful ripple effects for people and the planet. Personal habits alone matter, but combining them with community action amplifies impact significantly. The insight you gained is profound. Sustainability is both personal and systemic simultaneously. Reflection helps you appreciate progress while identifying areas for continued improvement effectively. Consider how your habits now influence your home, friends, and wider community naturally. Sharing knowledge multiplies impact. Teach others what you've learned and practiced this month. Small actions inspire bigger movements when shared, modeled, and celebrated consistently over time. Sustainability becomes a lifestyle when choices are intentional, habitual, and value-driven naturally. Think of your month-long journey as a foundation, not a finite accomplishment alone. Each habit now practiced can evolve, expand, and create long-term environmental influence. Continue exploring new eco-friendly practices and innovations to enhance your transformation constantly. Revisit energy conservation, waste reduction, and mindful consumption regularly for sustained impact. Advocate for systemic change alongside personal action to amplify results meaningfully. Join or support environmental organizations working toward global sustainability initiatives consistently. Share your journey online or offline to inspire curiosity, awareness, and accountability in others. Lena inspired her office to implement zero-waste practices after sharing her progress. Her influence motivated colleagues to adopt habits they never considered before actively. Real-world examples show individual action combined with advocacy transforms communities dramatically. By integrating personal awareness and systemic influence, your transformation now has depth. Celebrate small wins. They reinforce motivation, highlight progress, and inspire continued commitment. Reflection strengthens habits and helps you adapt strategies for maximum effectiveness naturally. Track energy, waste, and consumption to monitor improvements and refine approaches regularly. Sustainability is not about restriction. It's about making conscious, intentional choices effortlessly. Mindful consumption improves finances, health, and mental clarity, alongside environmental benefits. Every choice now matters more because you understand the systemic context fully. Transformation spreads as others notice your habits and seek guidance or inspiration actively. Encourage friends, family, and colleagues to take small steps toward eco-conscious living. Even minor actions ripple outward, influencing behaviors and decisions in unexpected ways. Your journey is proof that curiosity, reflection, and intentional habits create lasting change. Continue experimenting. New routines and adjustments help maintain engagement and prevent stagnation. Sustainability is dynamic, requiring adaptation, learning, and consistent application over time. Engage with local initiatives, volunteer programs, or policy advocacy for broader influence. Technology can support your transformation. Apps track energy use, waste, and sustainable purchases. Connect with like-minded communities to share strategies, solutions, and successes regularly. Mentorship amplifies impact. Help someone start their eco-transformation journey alongside your own. Small victories compound into significant achievements when approached with patience and consistency. Recognize the value of your journey. Every choice contributes to a healthier planet today. Sustainability becomes natural when habits are aligned with personal values and global awareness. Challenge yourself periodically with new goals to deepen your eco-conscious lifestyle gradually. Reflection, action, and advocacy together create a holistic, enduring approach to transformation. Celebrate your month-long transformation, It's a foundation for lifelong sustainability and growth. Share your story widely, inspire curiosity, mindfulness, and intentional action in others. Your influence matters. Small choices and advocacy together shift cultural norms significantly. Remember, the planet benefits from collective effort, and you are part of that solution. Commit to continual growth, reflection, and conscious living beyond this 30-day framework consistently. Sustainability is a journey, not a destination. Every day offers new opportunities for action. Your month-long eco-transformation has proven that awareness and action create meaningful impact. Now, it's time to carry these habits forward, influencing yourself, others, and the environment.